Good morning, warriors. Fernando here, God's prepared warrior, and welcome to Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining me last night in last night's live. We had a fun time last night. Today, I want to talk about today and what today means, not just for America, but for this war that is happening in Iran. So we know that our president has gave Iran an ultimatum that the Strait of Hormuz needs to be open, or today, I believe the time that was given was by 8 p.m. that it was going to be Bridge Day and something else day. Can't remember off the top of my head, but there's a possibility for things to kind of escalate, and that's what today is. So, we have these tensions that, are with Iran, and this is at a critical point, right? These ultimatums have come out over the Strait of Hormuz, and, Iran has rejected ceasefire proposals. Threats have been made to strike all of the infrastructure, energy infrastructure, and retaliation has already begun in the region. And so, all of these, there's reports that indicate that this could be entering a critical and really dangerous phase of the conflict. What does that mean? Fernando, what are you saying? This thing is not stable. It is really fluid, and it is escalating moment by moment, right? So here's what I'm thinking. If this goes to full escalation, right? If this happens, what does it look like for me, right? What should I be doing, right? I think that the number one thing that we should be doing is we should keep ourselves grounded and not dramatic, right? Keep ourselves grounded, keep ourselves real, right? And not dramatic. Why? Why? How should we understand all of this, right? If this goes off, right, energy shock hits first, right? Oil flow through the Strait of Hormuz is disrupted. Fuel prices will spike quickly, faster than we've probably ever seen before. Transportation costs will rise, and you will feel this not over time, not in a year or two. You will literally feel this within days. We'll also see supply chain pressure, deliveries slow down. We're going to see certain items become even harder to find, and then panic buying will start in the stores. And I will tell you that just on past experience due to weather, that happens in my area really quickly. People freak out when it's gonna rain. People freak out when it's wintertime and we're supposed to get ice. People freak out and they go flood the store and they bring everything home, and then there's nothing in the store. I've seen it, and this is not even during a wartime footing. This is just weather-related events. Panic buying can start pretty quickly. We will see cyber and infrastructure risks, right? Increased risks of cyber attacks. I mean, we're already seeing that in the moment, right? There are attacks upon attacks. This is getting hacked. That's getting hacked. And so we already have an increase, but this will increase even more, right? possible disruptions to power, banking systems, communications. We could see all of that if this continues to escalate, right? If it does escalate tonight at 8 p.m., information chaos is going to happen, right? We're going to see conflicting reports as always. We're going to see fear-driven narratives. We're going to see, it's going to be hard to know really what's true and what's not, right? And so what do we need to do? Well, this is where we kind of separate, right? Where warriors separate from watchers, right? We need to tighten, if we haven't already, our immediate readiness, right? If you have not been prepping, you need to, right? Yesterday was the best day. Today's the next best day. But if this pops off, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't ready, right? I ask myself, do I have enough food for my household right now? And you should be asking that. Do I have enough water? Is my fuel topped off? I mean, we're at $4 a gallon. Can you believe that? That is insane. Don't wait for, confirmation. Well, I'm going to wait till 8 o'clock to see what's happening tonight. No, I think you should go to the grocery store now if you haven't done that already, right? Don't wait for confirmation. Prepare ahead of this thing that is coming, if it's coming, right? I would rather be prepared than not prepared, right? The next thing we should be doing is filling the small gaps, right? You don't need to panic buy, but you need to top off what's low, right? Replace what's missing. Organize what you already have, right? Take stock into that. Take an inventory. Secure your home base. That's the next thing, right? We should have a way, in case electricity goes out, we should have a way to manage all of those things, right? Charge your devices. Check backup lighting. Make sure that your family knows the plan. You should have already built a plan, right? Limit the noise. Increase awareness. I think that's where we need to live in from this point on, right? Don't sit glued to the news. Instead, check updates at set times, and then make sure that you're looking at things that are reputable, news sources, right? And then focus on the patterns, not on the panic. I think that's an important thing. Most people will react emotionally. They will panic. They will freeze. But we, as God's prepared warriors, we need to be observant. We need to think clearly, and we need to act early. And so I'm praying that all of you are prepared in some way. Your spiritual readiness for today is where your strength comes from. Psalms 46:1-2 says, "Our God is our refuge and our strength, and a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear." When the world feels unstable, you don't anchor yourself to the headlines. You anchor yourself to God. If nothing happens, then you're more prepared, right? If something does happen, you're not behind, right? Either way, you win. That's what I'm wanting and hoping for you to do, is to be ready. Guys, stay vigilant, stay prepared. That is so important. And just remember, God is with us through this whole thing. So don't panic, don't fear. God is still in control, even if the world is in chaos. Guys, have a great Tuesday, and hope to see you on the next video. Praying for all of you. God bless.